Hi, my name is Christopher Crenshaw, and this is my balancing robot. I built this project because I wanted to learn more about how to balance unstable objects like drones, and I chose to simplify the problem a bit and create a small robot that attempts to balance on two wheels. Okay, so this is the inside of the robot. I took off the back cover, so you can see it better. Normally that'd be right here, but if we take it off, you can see it's self-contained. Here we have the two motors. These are just two DC motors. They're geared, they're just C motors. Inside here, as part of the arms, we have a little power supply that's connected to a little motor driver chip. It's a small one, so it can't handle much power, but it can just barely take what we have here. In the back there, if you can see it, there's two 18650 lithium-ion cells. And those are connected through the barrel jack into the power supply unit to supply power to the motor driver. And then also we have power lines here going up into, I guess they're on the other side, going up into the V in for the Arduino, so that powers that as well. So everything's powered by those two 18650 cells. Here we have the Arduino. On top of the Arduino, it's taped, so you can't see it super well, but inside there on the built-in breadboard is the accelerometer, and that takes the position data, the acceleration and gyro data, and so that the robot knows how to balance. In the back there, you can see the LCD screen. I can flip it around to the front, and that's visible to the user. And that, when it's on, I guess I can turn it on real quick. That displays, once it says hello, it displays sorry, it's gonna roll. It displays the set degree balance, so that's just where it balances at, and the current angle. So as I tilt it back and forth, it will do that. And then once it passes about 40 degrees, then it's a safety stop, so it doesn't roll all over the place while it's on the floor, in case it falls over. There's that, and you can see it goes slower when it's closer to that 0 mark. If you look at this wheel here, you can see as I pass and go past, tilt forward, it's going one way to correct that. It'll go like that, and then as I tip back, it goes the other way. When you're far away, it goes fast. When you're close, it goes slow, and it'll kind of hover around that point. While we're here, I guess I'll show you this right here is the IR sensor that's connected into the Arduino. I can open up the top to show kind of the Arduino a bit better. So again, as I said, we have the LCD screen here, and both the LCD screen and the accelerometer run off of the SDA and SCL functionality. So those are both connected in here through the analog pins. And then the motor driver pins are all connected here with the IR remote pin also connected here at pin 11. Okay, so one of the fuses inside of the motor driver that I have that's super cheap blew. So only one wheel works now, and I can't fix it without a new motor driver, which I don't have. So for this part of the demonstration, there won't be one working wheel. But when you turn it on, just to show that the user input works, you can see right now it's trying to balance at, I'm just going to pick it up, at 15.5. It's just that balance point. It's right about there. You can see that wheel's going back and forth depending on which way it's trying to go. As I press the forward button, it's now always spinning back. That's because it's trying to actually balance a bit further forward, right about there. And then when I press 0, it goes back to that 15 degrees, which is there. And then I press back, and I have to clean it back even more, right up to there, to get it to balance. So again, that's just so when it's balancing, whoa, turn it to 0 again. There we go. At 0, it'll try to balance right about there at that balance point. When I press forward, it'll try to bounce a bit further forward. Here's some more footage of the robot attempting to balance. I wasn't able to perfectly tune the big controller because my motor driver died. However, as you can see in the video, my robot is attempting to balance at a certain point and is able to correct itself using the feedback loop. In future projects, I would prioritize using higher quality components instead of relying on cheap components that are liable to fail. But overall, I had a lot of fun designing and making this project, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you.